How did you see that match play out?
Well, I think the credit to the team that they defended really well, and then we had some really good parts of the game where we got our offensive flow and rhythm going, and Shaneice gave us a great spark. She was a constant threat, and I think that the third thing would be in that we had Carla and Izza and Maya come off the bench and just give us a great lift. And I think when that group were going, they were playing a really good D, and we were getting into our stuff well. So it was a bit of a challenge, I think, because the bench contributed well, and then to start the third, the starting group came back out, and I think we had a 19-0 or a 20-0 run, so it was probably game over at that point. So yeah, really pleased for the team to get see the ball go through the basket and get a confidence-building win, and hopefully we benefit a lot from that.
Perfect. Considering last game, where was the most improvement seen throughout the team?
Well, again, I would credit our efforts defensively, because I thought that we had a really good intent. Because I think that what Geelong does well is that they find their mismatches well. They've sort of got a bunch of matchups that people in different spots, you've got to defend in unusual positions, and they can isolate the matchups well and drive you well 1v1. So that was one of our key things defensively. We wanted to guard the ball well, and then we wanted to guard pick and rolls well. So I think that we improved quite a bit. I thought we had a good week of practice doing all that, and so yeah, that was probably the first thing I took out of it. And then the second thing is this is a team that could play to a high level, and we're still finding our way to get there consistently. I'm talking offensively, but they showed some really good signs about that tonight.
Awesome. Shaneice, great win. You've been scoring well. How was it for you out there?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously nice to see the ball go through the net, but I mean, yeah, it feels good. I'm just keeping my composure, keeping it chill, and yeah, just really letting the game come to me. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And considering there is a great culture within the playing group, despite the couple of games previously, how do you feel your chemistry is with the team itself? Still maintaining very positive spirits, etc.
No, for sure. I think after the losses, it helped us get around each other more and stick together. In the locker room, that's where we all get together. I mean, we've changed some things in the locker room to get around each other, get hyped before we get out into the court. And I mean, it shows when we get through our domino stuff, how well we are and how well we do play together. But I mean, yeah, I think our culture is very important for us to just keep on track.
Mm-hmm. Guy, next home game, we're back here. What are the big things you're taking into next game from this win?
I haven't thought about that yet, but I reckon that the progress is the important thing. So we scored against that team. We scored 54 points at the half last week, and then we lost our way in the second half. And so credit to them. They're a tough team to beat over there, so it's a good matchup to come back. But it was good ammunition to improve a lot of things. So again, Shaneice scored really well in that game that we played at Perth, and I think that by her own admission, she didn't guard as well as what she could have done. And tonight, so I think it was a really good week she had training, and then she came out and guarded a lot better tonight. So I mean, with a pretty young side, it's sort of exciting that there are lots of work-ons and things we can attend to improve. So I think every game is just an opportunity for us to test ourselves against the best teams and continue to grow. But I like the potential of this team. I mean, I don't know where we're going to finish out eventually, but it's got the potential to be a really good team.
Awesome.
Guy, at the start of the game, it was a bit scrappy, but the team seemed to settle fairly quickly and then started getting the score running up. From your perspective, how did you see those first couple of minutes of the first quarter?
Well, there's been a bit of nerves because I think the girls wanted to do really well, and we were looking to get some early confidence and rhythm. So that took a bit of time to settle into, and they definitely did that at the start of the third. But look, also, Chris is an experienced, very good coach at Geelong, and his team's always very gritty defensively and grind away and can make the game a little bit complicated. So they came out with some, they were trapping, hard showing Shaneice off pick and rolls early, and we hadn't seen that too much from them, so we had to adjust and get the ball to where we wanted to go quickly out of that. And again, I think credit to Shaneice, because she started to find a way to punish that. But that's good, so we've had an experienced coach throw different things at us, and we can learn from that. So this is all good.
The bench contributed 30 points for the team. How are you finding the fact that you've got the bench able to start to step up more for the team and for overall performance during the game?
I think the unheralded players that we've had in the team, the ones that we didn't know how much contribution we would get other than good workers at training, have been so impressive. Look, we obviously want Mai to have a major role in the team because she's an import, but she's sort of struggled to get used to things, so that was a good game for her. But if you look at Carla and Izza, then I probably didn't have much expectation at the start of the year that they were going to do more other than be good hard role players and good players at training. But credit to them, they've both been starters at various points. We've had to work through some injuries to a few people and some inconsistent form, and I think that they've set a real tone for a work ethic, up the floor defence, really good hustle, and they've been very much the glue of the team.
Shaneice, about halfway through the second quarter, you really started to feel it, and you were starting to drop threes from everywhere. What was happening for you when that just started to happen?
I feel like my confidence just also just goes up, but I think, I also have my teammates too backing me that they think I'll make that shot as well. So, and if it misses, then it's just that's just a shot I can make and I can take. So, I feel good about it. Yeah.
You looked like you were having some fun out there.
Yeah, I was. always, yeah.
And the Flames really defended the United hard tonight because you kept their scoring percentages down. They never got above 20%, in the 20% range. Did you guys plan when you were coming into this game to really try and keep their field goal percentages down?
Oh, that's a bit of a non-negotiable, I suppose. If you want to be a good team, if you want to be a finals team or a championship team, even, I think you've got to be able to do that, because you can't always. Our shooting's been up and down tonight. We're red hot from the 43%, hit 18 threes. And I would love for that to be a given, but it's not in basketball. So like the Adelaide game we played last week, we were just ice cold. Scored 54 points, had a lot of similar shots to tonight and never made any. So that's a bit frustrating, but that's where your defence has got to be good for you. But look, the other thing I would say is I've never coached in a way that I worry too much about the other team, because we've got our method and our system, and our focus is very much on improving what it is that we do, and it's got its own built-in flexibility. So I just thought we executed that well. So we don't spend a lot of time on the opposition, I wouldn't say, but we have to defend well, and that's the expectation.
Great, thanks.